Hello and welcome. Well, Fisker's in the news, and as has been the news in this company for the past several months, it's not good news. Also, successor to a BMW model that was quite popular. A look into a new program for Porsche, a couple of programs that Porsche's putting on. Also, a Chevrolet Corvette that was seen once long ago, but now you may see another one of these from a particular tuner manufacturer. The GT86 FRS BRZ is in the news as they're going to be expanding the lineup for this particular automobile, and also a successor to a Mazda that we saw years ago. First up on the list, well, past several times you've ever heard anything about Fisker, it's been nothing but bad news. I've seen one of these cars out in the wild, and it is quite breathtaking to take a look at, and that's why I kind of had high hopes for this automobile manufacturer. They're really bringing nothing real to the party as far as new technology. For an upstart company, it's tough to go in that particular direction, except for styling, which is maybe not something that a lot of actual auto critics say that just you're not going to bring the real, brand to this vehicle if that's all you're bringing to the party. Now, this vehicle has been in such turmoil over the past several months. Everything from its battery supplier being shut down and then being rebought by a Chinese manufacturer and is getting back up to production but isn't quite there yet. Also, the whole deal with the government giving them massive amounts of cash and then taking a lot of it back because they weren't hitting certain product points to keep that cash in their pockets. So they lost a lot of money there, losing a lot of investors on the top end. Also having that huge deal with Hurricane Sandy where they lost a massive amount of these vehicles that actually they had a huge fight with the insurance company over. And getting in with a company now to try to help them find not only ways to save cash, but also ways to try to find a new partner or a buyer for this company, which was pretty much already lined up with Geely, a Chinese auto manufacturer. Now it sounds like it's going to go down a worse path even than it was before, as in this picture, Henrik Fisker, for which the Fisker auto manufacturer gets its name, has actually now stepped down as showing off a disagreement that he's had with the way the proceedings have been going with the arbiter trying to find the new partnership and the way the company's been going, which really makes this company very difficult to try to invest money into if you've got top-level management people that are actually jumping ship. So not a good situation as far as this manufacturer. Don't know how long this company can stay afloat, but we'll keep you abreast of the situation. Next up on the list, well, if you're the fan of the BMW 1M series, good news, as BMW top executives have let out that they are going to build a successor to this automobile. This vehicle was quite popular, built in limited production, as it is lower and wider than the standard 1 Series, as it sits on M3 suspension. Also comes with a twin turbocharged 3-liter inline 6-cylinder that put out 335 brake horsepower. Did 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds and had a top speed that was limited to 155 miles an hour. Now, this car was a brute of a driver's automobile, a huge drift machine, if you will. A fantastic little automobile. I was really quite taken with this particular car. And it's super exciting just to hear that they're going to build a successor to this vehicle. Can't wait, and I guarantee as soon as I hear something about it, I'm going to be talking about it. Next up on the list, I got a couple of videos that's going to be on the Motor Cars Enthusiast Facebook page if you want to check them out. The main one is showing off the new exclusive class, at least in the Porsche group, where it's a group, a part of Porsche, that you can actually customize any and every part of this automobile, from paint to even spoilers and front and rear fascias, ground effect kits, what color the leather is, what kind of detail to the leather, what kind of stitching. Goodness me, there's almost anything that you could do to this automobile can be done with the Porsche Exclusive. And I've got a nice little, it's about a 5-minute video, but very interesting to see just what exactly you can do with this particular deal. And it is pretty doggone slick. I've also got another little video from the folks over at X-Car over in the UK that actually went through the Porsche driver's experience, which actually you can use your own 911 or use the company's 911 to actually get some track time on their skid pads and whatnot. They've shown this off quite a bit in the past, but it's kind of interesting to see it from a newbie's type perspective, so it's going to be a pretty interesting video. Like I said, the link's down in the show notes if you want to check it out. And now, let's talk about this particular automobile. Yes, the Corvette C7 Stingray Shootingbreak. This is done from the folks over at Callaway. Callaway is actually developing this deal where they're actually going to take out the rear glass of the automobile and put in this little Shootingbreak, you know, kind of to make it look like a, well, it's a wagon almost. Not 100% sure why, but I remember Callaway did this years ago. I think it would have been the C5, I want to say. The trick is it's all carbon fiber, all new parts and everything like this. The trick is it's 15 grand to get this done. Now, I'm sure that there are a lot of Corvette people that probably thinking, boy, if you want to really go that extra mile into customizing your Corvette into being something that nobody else has, this is a perfect opportunity for you guys. So you can check out Callaway's group about them doing this to your C7 Corvette soon. Next up on the list, well, we've been showing off this little car, the GT86 open top concept, otherwise the GT86 FRS or BRZ convertible. Well, some of the Toyota top brass have now let out that they're going to actually build some more versions of this deal with their little group that they put together with BMW. BMW at least got a little bit lasting out of the Mini by building a bunch of different variants of this vehicle. Well, apparently they're going to do it to this car too. How about a sedan, a four-door saloon automobile of the BRZ, which just sounds incredibly weird. Not to mention, like that Corvette, a Shootingbreak version, a wagon version of the GT86 FRS BRZ. Very, very interesting. And also they're going to come out with a hot rod version at least sometime soon. We already know that to be the case. At least Subaru's going to come out with an STI version that we've already heard about. Toyota's not going to be left alone with that deal, or even Scion as well. So we're going to get to see a little bit of a hotter version of this vehicle. And then, wow, amazing to see a four-door and a four-door Shootingbreak. It's pretty interesting coming out of this group. Also, new talks have come out from Mazda from resurrecting this, the old RX7. This is an actual picture I took with another member of the Motor Cars Enthusiast group years and years ago. But I tell you what, it's pretty exciting. The new RX7 will be probably called the RX9, chances are. No real word. It will be a rotary engine-powered automobile, much like the standard RX7 was back in the day. No real word on it. It's going to be normally aspirated or turbocharged. But, you know, at least once a year, these rumors start floating around and always gets everybody all jacked up about it. So, no doubt that we're jacked up about it as well to see this come to light, because the, well, it was one of the last great kind of high-performance cars that Mazda has built in quite some time. Even though Mazda builds a beautiful lineup of real driver's automobiles. So can't wait to see what comes of this deal. And hopefully Mazda says they're checking out the whole economic situation to see if they can make a business case for this deal. And I, for one, hope that they can. And if you want to, you can jump on over to the Motor Cars Enthusiast Facebook page. There's a link down in the show notes there, and you can see all the stupid stuff that we do over there. Not to mention, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this week's Motor Cars Enthusiast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again real soon.